Hi, this is Barbara Williams from just outside the San Francisco Bay Area, and with the owner of PuppyGenius.com. And what I'd like to do is you today is share some insights that I've had over the years that not everyone necessarily thinks of when they first take their puppy home. And I like to tell people that you want to think into the future. You're going to have this puppy, this dog, for a good, 10 to 15 years and sometimes even more. And you have to look at your age and who you are and ask yourself, where am I going to be, 15 years from now or 10 years from now? Let's just take 10 years. Where am I going to be 10 years from now? And what kind of dog or relationship will I have with my dog from 10 years from now? Well, maybe you don't really want your dog to be a therapy dog or a service dog today. But anything can happen over the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and you may want or need your dog to be a service dog, and you may need or want your dog to be able to go into restaurants and grocery stores and places like that. Well, it's gonna be really important that your dog knows not to go to the bathroom inside the restaurant or walking down the aisle of the grocery store. And so with that insight, you really take your dog to one specific spot on a leash, if preferably off a leash if you have a backyard, and that's where they go to the bathroom. When you take your dog for a walk, that's not the time for them to go to the bathroom. Because basically, inadvertently, you're teaching your dog that it's okay to go to the bathroom on the dog leash. And how's he supposed to know the difference between going to the bathroom on the dog leash and going to the bathroom on the dog leash in the grocery store? Because the grocery store isn't your house. You know what I mean? And so it's just thinking about these little things. You may not really want to take your dog to travel with you today, but you may have a need for your dog to travel with you in the future. So I suggest that everybody go out and buy an airport specific carry on so that you can have your dog inside the cabin with you and teach your dog when it's 8 weeks old how to lay down and feel comfortable and quiet inside the airport bag, the carry on bag. Of course, you want them to be a good citizen. So I would go to AKC and look at how to earn your good citizen certificate, because everybody wants their dog to be able to sit, lay down, stay, come, and to do it obediently. And I don't know about you, but I sure never like to call my child more than once. And why would I want to call my dog more than once? I mean, if I say, Katie, come, I want Katie to come now, not yesterday. I want her to come right now, and I want her to come without me having to repeat myself 20 times. Because, see, we teach our dogs a lot of times what we don't want to teach them. That's why we have to be very aware of that. When you tell your dog, the other day I was working with my dog, Sasha, and I told her to sit, and she didn't do it, but she knows what sit is. So I just stared at her straight in the eyes, didn't say sit again, didn't do anything. I just stared at her until she sat down, and then I praised her. So, get in tune with your dog and that communication, because you're going to be happier later on, and so is your dog. With a miniature schnauzer, you have the 12th most intelligent breed of dog out of over 350 different breeds of dogs, and that's going to continue to grow, and yours is number 12. So why would you want that to go to waste? I would be out there training my dog as many things as I can. I know a lady in Danville who trained her dog for obedience. She then went and trained her dog for agility. Then she went and trained her dog to be a diabetic dog. So these dogs have the capabilities to do anything that you're willing to either train them yourselves, learn how to train them yourselves, or hire someone to do it. One of my miniature schnauzers is in Cabo San Lucas, and that dog has been trained just about 100 commands in 6 months by 6 months of age. And it knows how to, follow through on these commands on the pier in the tourist area with not losing its focus. These dogs are brilliant. They're just about every much as brilliant as a German Shepherd, Doberman Labrador, Golden Retriever, Golden Lab. These dogs are brilliant. Don't let that go to waste. The best time to train your dog is early on and get your dog accustomed to training so that later on you can build on that. And it's much like children. I mean, if you look, anytime you get stuck and you don't know what to do with your dog, you ask yourself, what would I do if this was a child? And odds are you'll be able to find the answer. So, train your dog. Dogs have that imprinting period, and you want to learn to get as much done as soon. You've got the first window, which is what I covered from 0 to 8 weeks, and then you got 8 weeks to 12 weeks, 12 to 16, 16 to 18. You got to be mindful of these. And another example of a dog that is not rated as intelligent as the miniature schnauzer is a German short-haired pointer. And I'll never forget going to an obedience trial and watching that dog compete in novice obedience trial, take first place out of all the contendants and the contestants, and the dog had to walk off leash, on leash, do a figure 8 off leash with between 2 people, long sit, long down, many off leash commands. It learned how to do all these things and take first place by the age of 6 months old. So don't underestimate your dog based on size. Don't underestimate your dog based on anything, age, size, anything. These dogs are ready to learn, and they're ready to learn now. I've even had a couple miniature schnauzers I was actually able to play with and train as young as 6 weeks old. Now, they're not all ready at 6 weeks old, but they're pretty much all ready at 8 weeks old. So enjoy your dog. Get out there and do what you need to do. And again, this is Barbara Williams from just outside the San Francisco Bay Area with Zerugan Kennel and puppygenius.com. Thanks much, and bye for now.